Should you buy from card shops or scalpers? This video is going to break down why you should shop from either or. We're going to look at the pros and cons of each. My name's Elias. I have ran a card shop for about 7 years called Bulba Cards. We sell at MSRP at release, so this list does not apply to me, and I have no dog in the race, okay? This is specifically talking about card shops that are selling at market price, and scalpers, well, doing what scalpers do. So, let's take a look at the differences between the two. We did an online poll and also did a video asking what should you buy from, and surprisingly, it was 50-50. With onlineness, right? This age of onlineness we live in. I don't know what this is. Ignore that. But this onlineness that we live in today, if we see one example of something, we tend to label everything that, right? I was getting angry messages from people saying, why are you standing up for card shops? They're ripping people off. I'm like, I'm a card shop. And they're like, yeah, and you're part of the problem. I'm like, but I sell at MSRP. I've never sold above that at release. And they're like, well, you're different. That's fine. I'm like, but there's tons of shops that aren't, and you're just dogging on everybody, right? And truly, they aren't angry at me. They are angry at the situation. They need someone to point it at. So let's point it at the correct targets. And also just look like maybe that anger is misfounded because there's reasonings behind it. And to me, anger don't matter. It's about what can you do about it. In this video, let's have a hypothetical card shop. They are selling above MSRP at market rate. There's nothing else wrong with the card shop. They haven't scammed anybody. They haven't ripped anybody off. So let's start there. Everything else about the card shop's wonderful besides their pricing, okay? And then same thing with scalpers. Let's assume the scalper doesn't reseal anything. He doesn't weigh anything. He's just doing what scalpers do and having the marked up price that he went and wiped off Walmart shelves with, okay? So all the other factors don't worry about. Just simply their price is the main concern here, okay? Now, let's first take a look at short term. Whoever is cheaper, right? That's the honest answer. If you're just looking short term, I'm just gonna make one purchase from somebody and that's it. I'm not buying Pokemon cards again. For you, whoever's cheaper. But let's say the price is the exact same from both. Card shop selling it at 100, scalper selling it for 100. Who should you buy from? If we do that, I would say go with the card shop. Well, first let's look at let's look at the pro of buying from the card shop if prices are the same. You kind of get a cool experience. If you've never been to a card shop, it's really cool. You walk in, they have all these different collectibles. You get to see different sleeves, binders, and tons of ancillary product you may not even know exist because you're just looking for cards online. And then you also get to meet people who enjoy the hobby as well, and that's a wonderful experience. So a card shop experience is amazing. So if you're just going to buy something one time, going to a card shop is a lot of fun. What about scalper? Pros to buying from a scalper is most likely you don't have to leave your house. You're probably just buying from them online, right? So it'll be delivered to you, to your house, and you don't have to put much effort in, okay? So if that was the case, if everything's the same, I would honestly say go with the card shop. The card shop's gonna be way funner of an experience. If it's the same price, you're gonna get all that. And, worst case scenario, you don't want all that and you still want to stay at home, you could probably order from the card shop and have it delivered to you as well, and not support a scalper, okay? What about the mid to long term, right? My voice is already cracking. I was sick. I went to top classes, had to do makeup, talk for 8 hours. My voice just shot. I literally could not speak. I was trying to the next day and it couldn't come out. So it's been like 8 days and I still can't talk. It's crazy. I'm probably going to regret this when I get So mid to long term, essentially 6 months. You're buying from them often, here and there. Which one's going to be best for you in the long term? By buying from a card shop, you're going to support your local LGS, okay? It's a local business, mom and pop shop most likely. You get to feed their family. You also get to be part of a community, right? If you're going there multiple times, you're going to start making friends. You're going to start seeing people regularly. You'll get to start knowing Billy Bob. Billy Bob's going to know you. You're going to see Terrence. Terrence will be like, hey, and then you're going to see Billy Bob. And you're going to have a little powwow going, right? So you'll start building a lot of that. And then there's also, the card shop does tournaments, right? Building for other people. You get to build a relationship with that card shop owner, right? Talk with them, hang out with them. I know I've had issues before where it's like, all right, I gotta choose between these two orders. Maybe something happened, right? Like maybe I put too much on the website, right? And I gotta choose who do I give the item to and who do I have to knock off. I'm usually gonna give it to the person who like I've done a lot of business with. Oh, I know this person, they're cool. I'm gonna kind of choose them. So you can build that relationship with the card shop owner. So if you're looking at mid to long term, that's kind of the benefit of going with them. Now, by buying from the card shop as well, this is a more direct connection to Pokemon, meaning Pokemon gets to know better what demand's like and how much product needs printed, right? The guy going to Walmart and just wiping off the shelf, right? It's going to sell from Walmart in general. But card shop owners, you know, they see like products selling quite well. They're going to make more orders from the distributor. They're going to be telling distributors they want more items. They're never going to short sell because their stuff's selling. Now, Pokemon knows, hey, these products are wanted, they won't cut printing. That's what happened with Twilight and Surging Sparks. Up until Twilight and Surging Sparks, no one was buying Pokemon. So they cut printing. But then a really cool set came out. Everyone wanted it. There wasn't enough product. That's kind of like the cycle we're in right now. So by supporting your local LGS, more people, they have a better connection to Pokemon to know, hey, these products are popular. We need to keep it going, okay? Now, as for buying from a scalper mid to long term, basically it's the exact same. It's basically the exact same as before. You just don't have to leave your house. But I can't stress this enough. The more you buy from a scalper, the longer they're going to keep scalping, meaning the longer the prices stay up. If scalpers, no one buys from them, they're going to get out of the hobby and there's going to be much more products for everyone else. So again, if prices are the same, card shop, scalper, buy from the card shop. The scalper will be out of the hobby because they can't sell anything, right? No one wants to buy from them. So I would say the card shop wins the mid to long term as well. This next topic is, what about community? I hate the term community in the online sense. People use it, basically say, you are bad for the community. And really what they're saying is, you've made me mad, you didn't give me what I wanted. So I'm going to invoke this magical being called community to come smite you down. And that's how people use it. It's not a community. In no point, shape, or way are people online really a community. There are some, but what is a community? A community is people who work together to achieve a greater goal, right? They all contribute. People online are like, well, I'm out of this community. It's horrible. It's like, what have you ever given to this community besides buying stuff? It's not a community. That's a sales transaction. A community, let's say Bob down the road, you hear something bad about him. Well, a community doesn't show up with pitchforks and blowtorches and start attacking him. A community shows up, it's like, hey Bob, like, you're a nice guy. Like, what's happening? What's going on? Did something occur? We're here for you. That's a community, right? It means to contribute, to commune. That's where the word community comes from. So, I don't like the word community, but we're going to use this because everyone uses the term. But let's use the term in the sense of like the people who play, collect, and trade cards, okay? Card shops are the reason Pokemon cards exist. If it wasn't for card shops, having local play, having a place for people to go buy from, Pokemon wouldn't exist. Especially early on, Pokemon relied on card shops. Okay, everyone's saying like Pokemon should get rid of distribution. That's one reason they don't, because without card shops, they wouldn't exist today, and they need those local tournaments still. Scalpers, they don't really do anything for the community. If anything, they make everyone mad about it. Right? They probably break up the community more. So honestly, I would say card shops take this one easily for the community driven. Now, I'd like to break this down a little bit. It's not a reasoning. Again, I have no dog in this race. I sell MSRP at release. But why might card shops sell at market rate or even above? That's something people don't realize. Sometimes a card shop actually doesn't want to sell you the item. I know, strange thought. Because you walk into a card shop, you're assuming, well, they want to get rid of this stuff. And that's coming from that's a non-business orientated mindset. So like I've had someone walk up to me before, like I posted an image on Instagram before I was a card shop, and someone messaged me, "Hey, I'll give you $80 for that Charizard." I'm like, "No, thank you. I don't want to sell it." They're like, "Well, no, I'll give you $80 for it." I'm like, "Well, 140." And they're like, "It's only worth $80 on TCG Player. Why would I give you 140 for it?" Because I don't want to sell it. Right? Like I never wanted to sell it. So if you're willing to give me $140 for it, I'll give you that Charizard. I'm just going to go buy another one to replace it. So card shops kind of do that. So if products are really low, they need products on their shelves. If you walk in and their entire wall is empty, people don't come anymore. When people walk into a store, even if the prices are too high and they don't want to pay that price, they'll go look at other items in the store. Oh, hey, maybe I'll buy some sleeves. Maybe I'll buy some singles. Maybe I'll buy some one piece. But if the shelves are empty, people just quit going and looking. And they can also see that from outside. They're like, not going in there. So a card shop may put that price up there, one, to slow the price of product, to slow the sales of product, because they don't want it to disappear instantly. Two, they may even go above market rate, simply because they're not actually trying to sell it to you. But if you really want it, they will give it to you for that inflated cost, so they can just go buy another one, right? Some people don't really understand that's what's going on, but that's actually something that's happening. They really don't want to give it to you. Another reason a card shop may sell at inflated cost is essentially to recoup their costs from other sets. Again, prices aren't always high like they are right now, and I've been in this set for a while. There's literally been sets where I'm losing $3 to $4 every booster box, and I just gotta get rid of it. Right? So then when the market gets up like this, it's kind of a way for card shops to balance their books. If you just sold everything at MSRP, those are good margins. But it's not that case. A lot of times you're selling things at a loss. So being able to recoup your costs later is kind of what brick and mortar LGSs rely on. They know there's going to be some that's not going to be hyped, and they know there's going to be some that are hyped. So they take that hype set, and it kind of pays for those crappy sets. And now, and the last reason could just be they want more money. They're greedy, right? That could be it. But those are kind of the reasons. Card shop may actually sell above. They're not all selfish. Some of them are just business decisions they have to do. But after this breakdown, guys, I'm in the camp to buy from the card shop, right? You don't have to buy from Bulba cards, right? But we sell it in MSRP at every release. We got black and white email notifications up if you go and subscribe. But support your local LGS. Quit supporting scalpers. I know we're going to get hate on here. Everyone's going to keep complaining about card shops. But I hope this video helped you understand a little more about what are the benefits of buying from a card shop. If you're just in this short term, go buy from the scalper. It's cool. But if you want this to go for the long term, card shop's the way to go. But here's the thing: you don't have to buy. You don't have to pay either inflated costs. You don't have to buy from either one of them. Wait for it to dip, or simply just skip the product. Save that money so when product's cheaper, you can buy double, right? I know it's hard. FOMO is a real thing, but be patient. Everything's going to normalize again and be back down. But I'm Elias from Boba Cards. Be sure to subscribe and comment down below. Which one do you think's best to buy from? Card shop, scalper, comment. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully with a voice.